Hi, welcome back, everyone. Today, I want to talk about a 3-minute simple generative AI use case that have proven to be very effective to me to follow through some of the ongoing generative AI content and actually more effective in a way I can save and archive it for future. So, curating all the information, being up to date with the new status has been hectic, and I believe it is going to be. But a three-step approach was very helpful to me. I want to share that with you guys today. Step one is identify your favorite authors who helps you create a good curated and consolidated video or a course which you are able to follow and make it very time efficient and effective to save notes. So after identifying your favorite author, while following through the content, I want to quiz myself, and then step three is save and archive. Today, I want to focus on how to save and archive, which I have not been doing a great job, but I think I have a better handle today at this point. So I want to share this with you guys. Let's get started. The content I'm trying to curate and understand and go in depth is model context protocol. I think it's super relevant at this point. So let's get started and hear it from none other than Gaurav Sen.
Hi folks, this is GKCS and we are talking about the model context protocol now. This is something which has tremendous potential, but I think because there is so much hype in the AI space right now that people have completely missed the potential of this new protocol. The current problem with large language models is that they have some intelligence, they can tell you what you should do, but they can't do the thing for you. They can't take actions, they can only give outputs in text or other mediums. Let's take an example. You are a software engineer and you have a production outage. Now, what you want to do is pick up all the requests which have been coming to this server, run the request locally, look at where you have the problem, make the code changes for it, and then deploy this new branch to main. If this tedious process could be taken up by a large language model, then you would require lesser engineers to do the same jobs, and you could send the engineers to Goa instead of having them on call. So, with this basic idea that you want your large language
Let's take a pause there. So you know what I meant, how Gaurav Sen can keep it more engaging, add humor to his content, and keep it very concise for you to follow in a video which is very efficient. So now the way I want to quiz myself while following through this amazing content is I want to hit this button called ask. So in YouTube, you can literally ask a question like quiz me, and it's going to ask a question which is relevant to this video. So the question goes, okay, here is a multiple choice question for you. According to the video, what is the primary limitation of current language large language models? They can't provide outputs in text. I think they do. So I can rule out option A right away. Option B, they can't take actions. Option C, they require too many engineers. I don't think they require too many engineers. I don't think they're unable to provide outputs in text. They can. So option B would be the best option according to me. Okay, that's good. So I want to, okay, give me a harder question. Let's try it out. Okay, here is another question for you. What does the video suggest? What does the video suggest is a potential future application of MCP servers in the context of advertising? Eliminating ads from search engine results, charging websites to rank higher in MCP server responses, forcing large language models to explicitly show ads. What does the video suggest is a potential future application of MCP servers in the context of advertising? Mhm. Eliminating ads from search engine results could be, but I don't know how that's going to be beneficial, especially for business owners. So, charging websites to rank higher in MCP server responses. Okay, that could be a good potential business use case. So, I'm going to try B. Correct. Okay, that's good. And the most interesting piece here is you can go to click on this 5 minute 57 seconds, and you can go to the snippet of the video which is going to help you answer the question which you are being asked at this point. So let's hit that
it's almost like you can
and hit play.
charge these websites to put up their ads in your MCP server response, which is eventually going to be consumed by an LLM to give the final output. Now, this hasn't happened yet. The monetization part of MCP servers is not very clear, and the ecosystem is very young. But I do predict.
So yeah, there you go. Now I have content, some amazing content. I want to save this. Can you help me curate the below quiz Q and A in a easy to read, well formatted document for future reference? Okay, now I can just copy this content and save it to my Google Drive. So let's get started on that. So I can start a new document. Model context protocol by Gaurav Sen. It's in-depth understanding, whatever makes sense for you. Now I want to capture this information. So I'm not worried about um, how to gather this information in the future, not reinventing the wheel. Rather, you know exactly what kind of questions you can expect from model context protocol. What's the latest and greatest? So you can keep adding content going forward. So you can simply add that title out there and save this for future reference. I hope you enjoyed this, but a couple of key takeaways. So can I keep this as a dynamic document where I can come back and quiz myself in the format of a multiple choice question instead of a plain document? Yes, I think it's possible. And a further step ahead where an agentic AI can it do all these different pieces that we saw together in one go. All I'm doing is just plugging in my headphones and reading through some content, and an agentic AI, you can guide an agentic AI just through by clicking through and ask it to gather the quiz questions into a Google document and then save it for future reference. Not only that, want to actually create multiple choice formatted document so you can come back and test yourself whenever you want to do so.